Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Status Bro Show. As always, I'm your host, Kevin Ebeling, along with Mr. Corey Vandersleen.
What's up, Internet?
And Zach the Youngblood Lewis.
Hey!
And our producer, Melissa Goldberg.
Hey, guys.
And, okay, first off, I just have to say something that this doesn't relate to tonight's episode. It's just something that was bothering me. Actually, yesterday, you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, we had in Crystal. She was our guest.
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah. Anyway, she never even bothered to listen to the show after the one that we did with her in it, where I kind of blasted her a little bit.
That's true.
You know, where
she did say that the other day.
I got a little bit angry, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, she had never heard it before, so she wanted to hear it, so I went by her office at the station she works at, and I had to listen to it in there with her while she's hearing it, and that was just like a really uncomfortable situation. Like, I don't mind blasting people, but like to have to hear it like in the room with them was a little weird, and...
I'm standing here with you, and I'm blasting you at the same time. How does that make you feel?
Exactly.
It's like a really Dr. Phil moment, isn't it?
It's a little bizarre, right?
A little bit.
Anyways, she said the thing where you guys all said that I claimed that she dominated me or whatever, and she was like, you did. I listened to the show. You definitely said that. That's not true. I went back and I checked the verbiage. I said emasculating, not dominating. Just
Are you sure?
Positive.
Damn it.
Aren't they the same thing?
No, they're not the same thing. You can be emasculated without being dominated.
So did you listen?
You can tell Zach he has no dick, and that's emasculating, but not dominating.
It's true.
That dials down to the etymology of the word. Okay, yeah.
Did you listen to the whole show right there in our office?
No. I went back later and listened to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say, did you give us promotion on her radio station that we cannot name?
That reminds me, we all kind of jumped in on blasting her about saying that she had never masturbated before. So she randomly decides to bring in all these other people around the office, and she's like, you guys believe me, right? Like, I've never done that. And they're like, we remember you telling us that before. And I'm like, well, that doesn't fucking matter, dude. I could tell 1 million students at UNT I have 4 dicks. It doesn't make it true.
Yeah, the question is, do you believe her? Did anyone actually answer that question?
I think we all said we don't believe her.
But I mean, I'm like her comrades at the station.
No, nobody answered that question. Except me.
Fuck damn it.
Yeah, I've asked a couple people that have listened to this show, and they said the same thing. They were like, as soon as they heard it, they were like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, right? No, you can't believe
Nobody
that.
was buying
Alright.
that. Nobody was picking up what she was putting down.
We've been calling her bullshit
Nobody's buying
on
what she
this
was
for
selling.
a couple weeks now. Let's quit busting her balls.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I guess anyways, if she would like to come in and defend that position, she's welcome to, of course. If she ever actually listens to this episode.
I was going to say, if she cares to listen and then defend herself.
We
So
could
maybe,
honestly probably keep blasting her, and it wouldn't matter. But I don't know, maybe.
And I might.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we're friends, and I totally believe you. I don't.
No. I won't even say it for a second. I don't believe you at all.
I gotta say, though, the other day she almost had me convinced, but I still just, I don't know.
Fuck no, I won't believe that for a second.
It's just bizarre.
How does she almost have you convinced? What kind of evidence can you, like,
I don't
propose?
know. I mean, I feel like at this point, like, when
Did she get all innocent
you
for a
out, there's
second?
nobody to defend your position in front of. Why not just come clean?
No, yeah, I started to agree with you last week at Crapplebee's because I was like, yeah, you get to a point where you deny it so many times, you almost start to believe it because it's like, why would you keep denying it?
I totally forgot. Weren't we discussing this, like, with Ashlyn last week, like, at Applebee's?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
That's a weird circumstance. Okay, sorry guys, I got, speaking of, relationships, I gotta say, I've been getting laid a little bit more lately, and it's been good,
Nice.
Is the show helping you out with that?
I don't know, I really don't know what it is, you can't really explain it, but it's always nice to have a little bit more sex,
Ashlyn?
because, the more you
Keep up the good work.
the more you get on with a relationship, the more strained a sexual relationship can become. Thank you, Corey.
I thought you were proposing a question like, Ashlyn?
Yeah, I thought you were doing that. I still like your remarks, though, thank you.
Yes.
That cannot hurt me, that's for sure. All right, so along the
Thank
side
you
of that,
for his
getting laid.
enthusiasm.
Where's everybody else on the
Well,
getting
okay,
laid
where
check?
she's
We'll bring in
not
our
gonna
producer,
do it.
Melissa. When was the last time you got laid?
A couple of days ago.
Okay.
Days.
Couple of days. What were the circumstances? Was it a quick one, or was it passionate? Was it meaningful?
It was kind of all three of those things.
Had it been a while?
Well, it was mostly because I'd woken up that day and it was like, shit, I have to go to the dentist. And then I came home and, tried things and it just wasn't working out that day. So, like, the next day, it was like, we're going to do this now.
Under those circumstances, I can't believe you were even open to the possibility of getting laid. I mean,
So you've got some intense
brutal.
mouth pain and you still turned it into
Yeah.
a passionate quickie.
Yes. There was obviously no oral sex.
There was a moment there was a moment in time at one point where I was like, we're going to do this now. like right now.
Okay.
And
And then it happened?
yep.
Was it quick?
How quick is quick?
Quick
Yeah.
is kind of defined dependent on like what your normal time is with
Yeah.
that particular person.
Okay, well, I would say, well, all right, look. You know I'm all about the honesty on the air.
Yes.
So, look, sometimes it's been a couple of days, maybe even more, maybe like close to a week, say, it's been. I mean, just in that circumstance. And, man, dude, I'll be lucky to break a minute
Okay.
in those circumstances.
Let's.
Unless I've been drinking, but
you're
just
talking-
a sober, straight up, like, it's all of a sudden, it's like, it's going to happen. Man.
You're talking from penetration to finish. You're not talking like 4 players.
Correct.
Like that.
Right, penetration to
Okay.
finish.
Gotcha.
What do you think? Have you been in that boat?
Clock starts when you jump on the bull.
I'd say
Indeed.
quickest time is probably like 2.5 minutes. Probably
I
like
think
a
you're
minute
being
and a half
conservative
quickest.
here,
But
you
lately,
know.
I've been getting better over time.
It's funny though. Once
So
you get
about-
that one out of the way, I can jump right back into the old groove. Like once I did, like say you're gonna do it more than once in one day, and once I get that first one that only lasted a minute, after that it's like I'm back to my normal self, and I can have like a 7 or 8 minute round.
Oh yeah, you're desensitized at that point.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Or if I've been boozing, then like all bets are off. I'll be lucky to finish. No, that's not true. But so
sitting on
Zach,
your
when's the last
side?
time you got laid?
Saturday.
Okay, and I know these questions are really base and juvenile, but it's been a while since I asked you. I don't think since the first show.
Wait, what?
It's been since the first show since I asked you guys the last time you got laid.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the last
Had a
time
good
you got
8
laid.
weeks since.
Oh,
Wow, no wonder
No,
you've been so
frequency.
fucking bitter.
No, I'm just a miserable, bitter fuck all the
Yeah.
time. Well, that's good. Glad. Corey, any sexual developments you'd like to share with us?
No updates. Still
All right.
goose egg.
So
Don't care.
we had to move on. I think Melissa was reminding me of this right before the show. Actually, it was puke stories. Zach, did you bring something to the party that you had planned?
Puke story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
You want me to throw down first?
Sure.
And then you're gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine doesn't involve alcohol. It's fucking stupid, I know. But it was the last time I puked. I haven't puked in a long fucking time. And I was working Christmas Eve at the movies. That fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I always
That
hate
was-
working on holidays.
Yeah, that blew.
I want to throw up
Does
just
any-
thinking about that.
Does anyone have fun? Does anyone approach working on the holidays with a smile?
No.
Is anyone in there like
Wait.
fucking cheerful?
Jews.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
No, I was working Christmas Eve and I was pissed off. We had just gotten this new
I've
flavor in the
Wait,
icy.
Wait, did you
machine.
celebrate Thanksgiving still? That's not a Christian
Jews?
holiday, right? That's for everybody.
Yes.
Canadians have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
on
they
a-
do?
It's
Yeah.
just on a
Really?
different day.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's just
My
Same month?
my significant
No.
my significant other is Jewish.
Wait, Mike is Jewish?
Yes.
Sorry, I said his name, but nobody
Yes.
cares. I didn't say his last name. It's all good.
Yeah,
bleep
he's
it out
yeah
if you
he's
want.
Yeah, we
he's
can edit
Jewish.
it later if you want, but I don't think he cares.
So
Okay, so when did they do Thanksgiving?
the same time as we do.
Oh, okay.
It's all most holidays are the same except for like Passover and Hanukkah.
Is it like traditional Thanksgiving or is it like kielbasa and shit?
All kosher, gefilte fish,
that'd be
and
fine.
gravy.
They
and
have a
I think
rabbi
we
on
actually-
site.
I think we actually had ham over Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Ham?
That is not kosher.
Jewish?
No, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they're not. Only his sister really adheres to the whole.
They're not like
Kosher.
Shiite Jewish.
No, no.
And they're not like Hasids, or they all like the little curly braids. And
No.
Okay. I'm just
You
fucking
guys have
around,
seen
sorry.
him? You
I know.
know?
I'm just being a wise ass.
Yeah, he doesn't have long enough hair for it to be curly.
No,
True story.
he doesn't dress like an Amish person or ZZ Top.
No.
Well, ZZ Top, they kind of dress like Hasids or Amish people, sort of. They kind of had that look.
Glorious fucking
ZZ
beards.
Top?
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially
Okay.
like Back to the Future 3, right?
yeah,
And all the
yeah.
old
That's
school
right.
clothes, yeah.
They're the band at the country
Yes.
party thing, whatever. God, I love Back to the Future. Just
Dude.
watched the first one the other day. It was great.
Nice.
Zach, I'm sorry I
Yeah,
interrupted your puke
I'm
story.
working
That's
Christmas
my fault.
Eve, and I was pissed off that I was working Christmas Eve, and we just got like a new flavor of icy. It was like very cherry or some shit, and I dig on ices. I mean, come on,
Oh, I love
who
ices.
doesn't love fucking
Yeah,
ices?
no.
I'm
But
not
I was-
huge on them, but
I was
continue.
pissed off.
Melissa, did Jews like ices?
Huh?
Did Jews like ices?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Not
You like
Slurpees though.
ices.
Fuck that.
Wait, what?
So what?
Never nothing. Go ahead.
And
So
fuck Slurpees. Back to
yeah,
the
I like
Jew-
Slurpees too.
Jews can't walk into 7-Elevens. It's in the rule book. And so I was pissed off, and I was rage drinking a little bit. And so I drank like 6 or 7 big fucking cherry ices.
rage
It's funny, he was drinking, but the alcohol's not involved.
You were rage drinking Slurpees.
He was bonging Slurpees all night.
And I was a little pissed off. I wasn't rage drinking at the time. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get on a fucking sugar rush when I'm working here Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So, I left that night. I felt fine. Went home, got in bed fucking like 2 in the morning because I was working the projection. And at like 4, I woke up and I was like, oh no. And it's like that feeling you get, and you just...
Yeah, your body gives you good warning.
Yeah, and so woke up and kind of sat up and I was like, nope, can't do it. And got up and just like ran to the fucking bathroom, like slid in like something out of fucking Lethal Weapon. Toilet and all.
I'm trying to picture Riggs vomiting icy.
Yeah, and just fucking chewed.
Was it all like dye? It was like
it was
straight
aimed
red?
down, but I would say it was projectile, and it was just solid red, dude.
Solid red.
And I took a picture and I sent it to all my friends.
Well,
it said Merry Christmas.
do you still have it?
The picture?
Melissa, can we put that on the Status Bro Show website?
I don't. I'm sorry. Might be able to recreate it sometime, but...
All right, well, see, my puke story is really bizarre because Sajak and I... the puking is almost irrelevant. People love to focus on this part of the story. We woke up wearing each other's clothes. And I can explain this because it's really weird. I understand that.
Please do.
Okay,
Yeah.
It was New Year's, and one of his girlfriend at the time... I like to tell stories quick.
Stories.
I know I talk fast. Her parents went out of town, so we're over there getting super fucking hammered. We get super hammered, and we walked over to our friend's house who lived in the neighborhood. And we knew he had a shit ton of fireworks in his garage. This is kind of an irrelevant part of the story, but we broke into his house, basically. Like, went through his house. We knew his doors were always unlocked, and went, like, through the laundry room into the garage and, like, grabbed all these fireworks, and we were setting them off, like, outside and shit. And then we were like, fuck, we got to pass out somewhere. And we're really fucking wasted. We're like, dude, we were just inside Corey's house with no problem. Like, why don't we just walk back inside and pass out here in the guest room? So we, like, sent Corey a text. I'm like, dude, can we pass out here? No answer. So we're like, fuck it, we're just going to do it. So,
No
like,
answer? That means yes.
That means break and enter. So we
It's
go
not
into the
a no.
house. We both
didn't
pass
say no.
out. And the mystery still exists of who vomited. Dude, it was fucking mad, dude. I know it was. But, like, so we both pass out, and I guess, like, in the middle of the night, like, I got hot, so I, like, took off my shirt, but I had, like, a t-shirt and a button down or whatever, and I like, took it off and threw it down on the ground, and I'm just wearing, like, my shirt. And then I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm fucking cold. So, like, I'm reaching around for something to wear, and I grab a hoodie, which happens to be Matt's hoodie, and I throw it on backwards. Like, this is a funny part of the story. I don't know why, but Matt's like, dude, I remember waking up in the morning, like, you had, like, the hood, like, in your face. Like, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
Because fuck sunlight.
Yeah.
That's why you put it on backwards.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I guess that's an advantage that I overlooked. Anyways, we both wake up, and, like, there's puke all over the fucking room, and we're in a single twin bed, and, like, I look over at Matt, and he's wearing my shirt and undershirt. I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you wearing my clothes? And he was like, why are you wearing my clothes? And I was like, shit, because I'm wearing his hoodie. And then there's puke everywhere, and, like, I don't know where it came from. And Matt's wearing a pair of shorts that he stole out of Corey's drawer that happened to be in the guest room because his jeans had puke all over them. And he's like, well, what are we going to do? And I'm like, first of all, who puked? And he's like, it wasn't me. And I'm like, well, somehow I managed not to get a single drop of puke on me. Don't you think
And
if
you're
I had
having to
thrown
wear
up, that would be a
different
fucking
shorts.
miracle of physics? Wait, what did you say, Corey?
I was saying, and you're wearing different shorts, so I think the evidence speaks for itself.
It's got to be Matt, right?
I would think so.
Anyways, it pukes all over the room, and we're like, we can't leave it
can't
like this,
puke.
but we can't go out and let, like, the people know that we're in here, like, that we, like, broke into your house, essentially. So we're like, what are we going to clean this up with? And there's a box of tissues.
Bust through the door. Hey, we've been a guest in your house all night.
We used every single tissue and, like, traced up as much as we could and basically filled the trash can to the brim with tissues, like, swabbing puke off everywhere. Dude, it's, like, in between, like, my shoes and the windowsill, and I'm just like, oh, my God, this is a nightmare.
It happens.
It's funny, we went, and then, like, we snuck out the door and we left in his Jeep. And then we went back there a couple weeks later. Everything in the room was different. Like, different comforter, different sheets, different everything, dude. Like, clearly somebody went in there and was like, this room is fucked. Like, it probably reeked of beer vomit. And, like, everything was changed. And I kind of still feel like a piece of shit about it, but that's my story.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened to the bathroom that I went berserko in.
Wait,
just
the one that
replaced
the
fucking-
Nike story?
Yeah, because I just fucking puked
They
on
had to
everything.
replace everything?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Our producer's catching my eye right now. What do you got, Melissa?
I do have a childhood vomit story.
Projectile?
Yeah, and that involves Slurpees.
Nice.
was-
Of course, relevant.
That is very
My-
pertinent.
When I was like 8 years old, my aunt took us out one day while it was a holiday of some kind, and we stopped at 7-Eleven and we all got red Slurpees. And we get home and
What
I've
is
been
it about red Slurpees?
You know, what is it about the red? I like the Coke Slurpee.
I see.
I do
make
a
some-
mix, half and half.
Yeah, see, I do like if I can get like Coke, cherry, pina colada, it's like the greatest day ever. But
That's like a Slurpee suicide.
Yeah, but it's not all the flavors because I don't do that Dr. Pepper shit.
Gotcha.
But we get back to my grandma's house, and she had just bought a brand spanking new, like $300 solid white chair.
Like
material? What kind are we talking here?
It's
Cloth
like
of some sort?
It's like a cottony silk weave.
It's not leather. That's right.
No.
solid white.
We are talking like white as Kevin's door. White.
That's just
Made-
a mistake right out of the box, man.
Made
And
to
it's
be
one
soiled.
of those, and it's like one of those big lounge armchairs, so like you could lay
Pretty
out
much.
and sleep in it, kind of. And at 8 years old, day she brought it, the day they delivered it, I puked in that chair, red Slurpee all over the side of the chair.
Who's
Did
this,
it ever
your
come out?
grandma, you said?
Did they have to get rid of it?
No, that chair is still in my grandma's house today.
I bet she's still.
I would still have red.
Are there still
And
remnants?
she steam cleaned the hell out of it, and then she just got to a point. There's like a pink stain left on it. She just flipped the cushion over.
Flip the cushion, classic. I bet your grandma still fucking hates you for it too.
My grandma thinks that is the greatest thing ever. There are 2 stains in my grandma's house that have been there since I was a child, and the first one was from when she threw dinner at my grandfather,
Nice.
and the second one is when I puked on her chair.
That's potential for a great story too, like white chair with a red stain on the seat. Like,
Definitely.
what the hell happened here, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. Is there a murder in here or something? This is a weird. This doesn't pertain in any way to what you're doing. Oh wait, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna jump ahead to this just because it pertains to being drunk. Damn it! I meant to take a screenshot and I forgot of when Corey was fucking wasted the other night. I really wanted to read that transcript of those messages he posted on Facebook. Melissa, can you get those?
Yeah.
Probably still can.
Dude, did you see those, Zach?
You know, I felt like
What
you.
the fuck were you talking
I felt
about?
like you were trolling, dude.
No, I was.
You really were. I was reading it. I was like,
for the win.
he's trolling.
It
This
seemed
is fucking
legit to
fake.
me.
No, I was at the
I believed
Black
every
Johnson
minute.
wedding.
Good
that
for
was
you.
that was the day of the Black Johnson wedding.
We should make an addendum. Every time we get shit faced, we should have to get on and post.
It's almost too easy. I'm not even gonna touch the Black Johnson wedding name. I mean, it's just too obvious, right?
Black Johnson. Nothing like it, right?
But yeah, no,
Just
I
ask
mean,
your mom.
my main defense there is that once we got to the reception,
That was childish. I'm sorry.
it was open bar. You gotta fucking take advantage of that.
Well, of course. The whole point of weddings is to get fucking wasted.
What did you say?
Do what?
That was childish.
I just
Because
asked
you
your
said
mom.
Black Johnson wedding, like that was childish. I was
You
like,
said
wow,
there's
shit.
nothing else like it, and I said just ask your mom.
Oh, I was gonna say it's everything a grown boy needs. So you one up me.
That's also good.
Sorry, that was childish too.
So was it a good wedding though? I got a question to ask because this always fucking bothers me. At weddings when there's a long ass ceremony, was it quick?
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Half
Once everything
hour?
got started. I don't even know if it was like a full half hour.
Nice, dude. That's the way to go.
Like
So you
maybe
just cut
20,
through the
25
bullshit.
minutes,
Oop, shit,
half an
sorry,
hour.
on my mic.
Okay, here we are.
You got it?
Yep.
You found it. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
where
I
does it
did.
start? And you read your responses too.
Okay, so we had the first word is hey, but it's spelled with a W in the middle.
Highway.
Yeah, so it's hey, calm the duck down. We'll all be cute.
Were you typing on your phone?
Yeah.
Is that an
I-
autocorrect?
Yeah, I was definitely typing on my phone. Autocorrect could not keep up with me that night.
And so I messaged him back and I said, hey, Corey, are you drunk? And he said, I am back from a wedding. So yeah, ma'am.
Went on.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
I'm fucking drunk.
I didn't
And
comment
mine
this whole
was-
time. I was just having fun reading
Yeah, I
it.
know.
Mine was, don't ma'am me, you drunk fuck. LMAO, I'm glad you're feeling good and hope the wedding was fun. Don't give me that shoot.
That's what Corey said?
Yeah.
How is that spelled?
You quick respect my authority.
SHOEIT?
SHUU space it.
Jesus Christ. Corey. Compose yourself.
Yeah, and
Dude, when I get drunk and I'm getting texty, I'm just going, I'm just like, my fingers are flying over there like I've got a keyboard
I hear
twice
you.
the size of an actually, like, computer keyboard. And I'm texting on my phone,
I
so.
can see you with your phone just on a table and your hands are flying like 3 or 4 feet off the table, just slamming on it like, fuck it.
and
I'm
mine
like,
was
words and the making of them, it's happening.
yeah, and so the second part of that sentence was you quick respect my authority. Was
Wow, Corey. That's cute.
so my
I'm drunk.
I
I'm
said,
going to respect
"Don't-"
my authority.
and I said, don't worry, Corey, I respect you, but I hope you didn't drive in the state. Your drunk text is great. 12 beer, and Corey's was 12 beers, 8 champagne, S. Yeah, I had help 9.
What the? You want to translate that for us?
That was my tally for the night. I had 12 beers and 8 glasses of champagne.
But what does it mean you had help?
Getting home.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I did not
Gotcha.
drive. I had a driver.
I did say, did you have help from the Rumble strip?
The cop that pulled me over volunteered to take me the rest of the way. No, I had a driver.
All right, look,
for
guys,
you.
it's been 20 minutes, and we haven't mentioned porn yet, so you know we're going to have to talk porn. I mean, I actually didn't even have, like, momentum. This wasn't even something I was going to immediately get to. I just saw it on here, and we were talking about the poster earlier. By the way, I love the poster.
Do you?
Let's give a nice little clap, Melissa. Good job
Yes.
on the poster. I think it looks great.
Thanks,
It
guys.
looked good.
I love
Very
that it
good
says
looking.
porn and sex on the poster.
It does.
That's got to catch your eye, right?
And it's got beer on
Yeah,
the poster.
and beer.
Dude holding a beer.
I mean, it stands out. I think it looks cool. This came up. What is your policy? Did we discuss watching porn with other people last week?
No, we touched on it, and then we moved away from it and went into vomit stories instead.
Well, why don't we expand on that?
Let's do it.
Watching porn with other people?
Yes.
I have a
We should.
Really,
Have you ever watched porn with your girlfriend?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of porn? Like
I don't remember.
softcore?
No.
Did you see dick going in?
I don't think we watched it for that long. I don't remember it. It was, I don't know. You know, when you first get a girlfriend, you're like kind of figuring out what the other person likes and
Yeah,
kind of
no,
trying
I
new
hear you.
shit. So,
I want to know like where you drew. Like, did you watch like a full? Did you see like fellatio?
I think it was just Pornhub
Okay.
on like one of our phones
Gotcha.
or MP3. player
Okay,
or
so it
something.
wasn't like you
Mobile
made.
porn.
It wasn't like
And
you
it
made
was
an
like-
evening out of it. You didn't like open a bottle of wine.
I think
and
it was
turn on
like I want to say it was like 2 chicks.
Oh, well,
can't
never
remember.
mind then. That hardly even counts. I don't know why. To me, that makes a difference. But
That's a
Well, okay,
soft variety.
well,
Melissa, you ever watch porn with your significant other?
Yeah.
With a softcore?
A little bit of everything sometimes, I guess.
Really?
It just depends, because
You ever watched fellatio? Woman to female? I mean, woman.
That doesn't
woman
count,
to male?
Kevin.
That wouldn't
Sure.
even be fellatio.
Yes.
That'd be cunnilingus.
yeah,
Yeah.
we watch. We watch.
Are you impressed by my sexual knowledge and prowess? I'm just kidding.
No,
Go ahead.
because I have the Kama Sutra app on my phone.
Oh, who has the Kama Sutra app on their phone? Nice.
Not me. Was it free or was it 99 cents?
It was like, well, I think I paid $5 and just got
Wow.
the whole business.
Okay,
Pay
now we're
$5 for a positions app.
first of all, I never watched porn with Ashlyn. I watched porn with other chicks. I
Have
don't
you-
think she and I ever watched porn.
Okay.
Are we gonna ask if you ever watched porn with another dude? Because that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna ask.
Yes.
Have I done it? Yeah.
Okay, first,
I've done it
Corey?
once, and I have watched porn with a friend of the Lady Persuasion
See,
before.
yeah, I was gonna say Corey's got to have something here.
All right, look, guys. We got to get honest here. You never once watched porn as a kid with like another dude?
I have.
I did.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever throw one in the same room?
No.
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 I think I've done that.
Okay, wait. Like openly, or like you think
No,
your
no,
friend
no, no.
is asleep?
No, not openly. Like separate area. You know, like it's a separate thing. It's not like openly like you could look over and see somebody's cock type of
You're
thing.
Yeah,
facing
we
the other
were-
way.
I think
or-
that actually the circumstance I remember that I did when I was young is my buddy and I we this one time we watched porn that was like scrambled, you know, when you're a kid. Because dude, that's something that's going to be lost in our generation
Yeah,
of kids.
that's-
When you can pop to the channel where there's this scrambled porn, dude, but you could totally still see it.
scrambled porn.
Zach, he's
Oh,
too much
this
of a
is-
young
Oh,
one.
you mean
too-
the static porn?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you
The
meant.
Oh no,
restricted
dude, that was the
cable channels.
greatest.
Oh,
Okay,
The
I-
restricted cable
But look,
channels.
I know that my buddy
Yeah.
and I watched the scrambled porn, and like when it was time, I was like, I want to rub one out. He's like, me too. And so we would pick a spot. Like, you'd be, I'm gonna go in the bathroom and rub one out. You can hang out in here and do it. And I was
Wait,
like,
that-
okay.
That's not in the same room.
Well, no, it's not. But
Because I've done that. I've done bathroom. and I
Okay.
think- yeah. Okay.
well, I'm just saying, like, is that weird? Am I like a weird position? Like, did anybody else ever do
No,
that? You know?
I
Like,
did
is
it
that
in
like
the-
a standard male camaraderie kind of thing
I-
that's acceptable?
I have been in the same room with my friend. We were watching porn on the internet on a dial-up modem, which that harkens back to how long ago this was. And we got a little bit excited, got a little bit carried away, did not finish.
Okay.
The porn or
Did not come to fruition.
oh
So you
did
never
not
actu-
complete the task
So you
at
never,
hand.
no wiener came out of the draws.
No.
Okay. Which, even in the circumstance, like, I don't feel in any way, I mean, maybe if somebody was gay, like, that would be, like, a weird strategy to, like, I don't know, but I don't think that in any way that would make a dude gay. Even
No.
if y'all were in this, you know. I mean, you are still watching porn. I think in your younger years, you're pretty impressionable. Like,
Okay.
I get excited pretty easily, so it's just...
Same here.
I actually when I
Still,
was
to
in,
this
like,
day, like, just as bad as when I was 13.
When I was in like 8th grade, I talked to a friend about this. Okay. You watch them,
Now we're talking to you. 8th
Say-
grade is, like, the time period I'm
right?
talking
Yeah. Say you're watching porn
Yeah.
at your desk. I don't know, and somebody, fucking say Jack, Kyle, I don't know, is sitting there watching it next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you both split off, go your separate ways. and rub one out.
Yeah.
Not weird.
No.
Not at all.
Right. Okay. Now, what if you're both sitting there at the same time and you stay in the same room but face opposite directions?
It's not weird as long as you can't really see each other.
Okay,
That's not
but you
weird.
can't sit at the same desk and.
I don't want to hear
Correct.
it. I don't want to hear it.
You got like your legs.
If you
bumping
had
up
the
against
ability
each
to look
other.
over and see Crank, then I mean, or see even the motion, then yeah.
I mean, I
that's
don't want to be
weird.
in the same room and hear someone else just.
You see that
I don't
classic
wanna-
shoulder roll?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to see it, like the motion. But even though I remember back in the day, like in high school, well, even maybe 8th grade, like when I had like a cool porn on my computer and a buddy would be hanging out, he'd be like, dude, let's watch this. And like, it wouldn't ever lead to rubbing out, but like, I'd be like, let's just like watch like some clips from like this cool porn, like that happened. Which now that like back on is something I would never do in my adult years. And I'd be like, dude, let's watch a porn. But back then, I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable with just right here, right now, just turning on some fucking some cunnilingus or something like
When
that.
was the first time you guys saw porn, Melissa included?
Grr.
Like, what age did you first see porn? And I'm talking about when did you first see, like, in a magazine or a video, like, tits
Okay,
and
you're
bush?
talking image or video?
Either.
Ooh, that's a different time.
See, I want to say 6th grade was, like, my first real... Where I first saw, like, a penthouse where, like, I saw
Probably.
real vag, you know?
I don't remember
6th grade,
how...
7th grade, probably 6th grade.
I don't remember how old I was, but I remember it was in our old house, so it had to have been like 5th grade or something like that.
And
I was just
you can be
surfing-
pretty young and see tits on, like, a movie or something. I mean, like, when did you see real,
I
full-on
was surfing
anatomy of a
through
woman?
I was surfing through channels, and I actually saw Showgirls, like unscrambled.
Okay, and that does full frontal.
Yeah, and I was like, "Whoa, these are fucking tits."
What is this magic?
When did you first see up-close vagina?
That did not come until about like my first year of college.
Okay.
So that was like 2005, 2006.
By internet video?
I would say, are you talking real or?
Yeah.
No,
are you
no,
talking-
no, no. I'm talking porn.
Okay.
When was the first time in a porn
That same day.
you saw, like, okay, the actual, like, close-up of a vagina? Because like,
Showgirls
if
has,
it's, like,
has full bush.
you see, like, Playboys, but, like, I remember, like, when I was around, like, 6th grade, seeing, like, a penthouse where they actually showed close-up vagina and being like, dude, what the fuck is this thing? But, I mean, I still thought it was cool. But
An exotic fruit.
it's an exotic something.
I was in high school. Like,
The first time you saw... Well...
I was
You
gonna
it's different
say-
though because you can't talk about the first time you saw like naked chicks. When was the first time you saw like
A
female
dick.
interaction with a cock?
okay, the first time I saw the male parts.
Okay,
would
well
have
we
been-
can start
would have
there. I don't know why I
been-
didn't think
would
of
have
that
been Probably
before.
my sophomore year of high school.
What, I mean, even through like a video or a picture.
Yeah.
That seems like a long time. In high school, did you ever see a porno?
Yeah. I mean, after that.
Yeah. Not
But
soft
they didn't
porn,
get
like a
like
real.
graphically close up on the hard.
It was mostly Skinamax for a long time. And
Yeah.
Then,
so
and then it
Skinamax
was
when I was a
ac-
kid was like so fucking
Well,
hot.
and then it was like
Still kinda hot.
It was like accidentally some dude full frontal running across next to the pool in some Skinamax, and you're like, what the hell is going
Running?
on now?
So we're talking like wiener flopping around,
Getting
like
the slapping sound between his thighs.
Yeah.
I never heard that before. But
You're running pretty fast. It's swinging pretty quick.
maybe I just haven't run fast enough naked yet.
He's sprinting with a half-Z.
Anybody else got anything to do on this porn before I ask Corey about the creep web?
I do have an interesting story that goes with that, but we don't have to share it if we don't want to.
We can transition to something else. We've got 2 topics here that we can transition.
Okay,
to,
go ahead,
and
Corey.
It's a lot more easy.
What would you like to discuss?
Okay, how about this? We were talking the other day about who Melissa might go like lesbian for in terms of celebrities, but I want to put this question out there for all of us.
Yeah, see, because
What
this is way
celebrities-
easier for her to answer.
What celebrities, if given the opportunity, would take one night and just switch hit for?
Okay, but see, for a dude, there's nobody you'd actually do that for. But I feel like there's dudes
Yes.
that guys feel that you could be like. There's a dude that you could say like, I could see where that guy's good looking, but doesn't mean I would fuck him.
You don't have a male celebrity.
You wouldn't?
that if given
No.
the opportunity, I'd do
But everybody's
that.
got a man
You
crush
switch
on
teams?
somebody. Yeah, I would never switch teams,
Dude,
But there's
I
dudes
would.
I can admit.
Yeah,
that are good
I've got a
looking.
guy.
Who do you
All
got?
right. Well, you started with Melissa. Let's give her
Oh,
an
yeah, I'm
opportunity.
sorry.
I'm sorry. We'll go Melissa, Corey, Zach.
Deal.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Keira Knightley, hands down.
Oh fuck! I already knew you were gonna say that
But
anyway.
there are other women, but
What about Natalie Portman? She kind of looks like Keira Knightley,
I kind of go for it.
and she's in Star Wars.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are we talking Pirates Keira Knightley or like Anna
No,
Karenina?
just
Or like
anything.
Bend It Like Beckham, Keira
Just
Knightley.
like anything Keira Knightley ever.
Okay.
Nice.
Even like the little bit more masculine, like Bend It Like Beckham, but athletic Keira Knightley. You're
Even
down
when
with that?
Like
everything.
holes, Keira
What's your
Knightley.
favorite though? Like Keira Knightley in a corset?
No, I saw her on an episode of Regis and Kelly one morning, and she came out. She's wearing this red dress with like her hair just all done up in curls. Oh my god, that was like the image that cemented her in my brain as like the goddess of all women to me, because she looked so good. And she's got like red shoes with this red dress on. I was done.
This is making me hot.
I'd take Queen Amidala's stand-in, Keira Knightley.
Oh my god! I totally
Awesome.
forgot about
Yeah.
that in episode 1.
That's what
Yeah.
everybody forgets
Shit.
about.
All right,
She was
Corey,
there.
lay it on us,
would
buddy.
you what about Emma Watson? Would you go for Emma Watson?
Similar style.
She's a little like off for me. I mean, I think she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She is a beautiful young woman, but the new haircut just doesn't do it for me.
I had to ask. I'd bust my nut in a second for that girl.
What's
okay.
her haircut now?
I would do it, but
Was it a little shorter or longer?
Yeah, I
or-
no,
forgot
she
her
cut it
haircut.
all off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's
after
nice
she
and
finished,
short.
yeah, it
Gotcha.
was- her hair's shorter than mine.
I have things to say.
So you're talking about
that.
like Sharon Stone late 90s short.
I think that's like
maybe
the
nobody
best
knows
fucking
that reference.
haircut
Don't worry
ever,
about it.
but that's just me.
Hit that in a second. But
Corey,
we're
let's talk
talking
about your man
We're
crush.
talking about my dude crush.
Yes.
For one night or for one occasion, I would switch teams for Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Good answer.
It's kind of a standard almost. I feel that's a cop out. No, I'm kidding. That's cool. I love Johnny Depp.
I'd switch teams for that for
That's
one
a good
occasion.
answer.
What
Most
was
people-
yours, Zach?
Heath Ledger.
Oh. Well, obviously you're never going to get that opportunity.
No, I'm not.
You go
so-
Necro as well.
I feel like mine's kind of weird now. If I had to say a man crush, a dude that I would think is good looking, but I'm not a dude I would ever switch teams for, but I like Paul Rudd.
No, I'm saying for.
I feel like I can relate to Paul
I'm
Rudd.
not saying a permanent switch. I'm just saying.
No.
For one night.
You guys are
I'd
gay.
switch.
You know, okay, I have to say.
Would you
to
blow
Corey,
Johnny Depp?
For one night, yeah.
Would you blow Heath Ledger?
Yeah, dude.
You blow the Joker?
Yes. Are you kidding
I
me?
like this.
I
This
have
is
to
goofy.
say
fucking conversation.
that I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Corey, but Johnny Depp is enough to make me want to go for women for the rest of my life. I do
Ooh.
not find him
I
attractive.
thought every chick liked Johnny Depp.
No.
Who
Oh my
doesn't?
god,
Yeah.
I don't find him attractive in the slightest.
What about Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because see, I would say Johnny Depp is much more classically good looking than Ryan Gosling.
I don't. Ryan Gosling has a level of class to him.
But we're purely physical here.
No, that is no.
Johnny Depp is not physically attractive.
He could be, but I'm not really interested.
Yeah. All right. Well,
His
fair enough.
face is wrong.
Wait, what? Was there like a movie you saw? Because I know he's been in a bunch of crazy fucking movies.
Right, he's in
Was
some
there like a
goofy
flick
shit.
you saw him in that you were just like you saw him in that and you were like, all right, that's it, fuck
Yeah,
him.
if
I'm
you're
done.
judging off Willy Wonka rather than Donnie Brasco, there's going to be
Truly.
a.
No, because I thought his performance in Willy Wonka was fine, but I have to tell you that looking at him as a pirate with dreadlocks and those fucked up teeth, I just can't do it. I cannot get those teeth out of my head, and I'm done.
I even kind of think Jack Sparrow's sexy, right?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, not even close.
He's like the Han Solo of pirates.
Truly, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not sexy at all. I'm not into pirates. I
I'd do him.
guess.
I'd do him. Doable.
On that note, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're at 34 minutes. Oh, you got something else?
Wait, you still have not weighed in on this.
Yeah, I said Paul Rudd.
You did? Oh, you did.
I like
Okay.
Paul Rudd. Yeah, I think he's got, I don't know, he's charming.
He's,
He's got a nice face. He's
I forgot.
cute.
he's good looking.
He's kind of short, and he has
He's a
really
good-looking
short
man.
legs, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I can't do the
But
shortness
if-
thing either.
Seriously, like I never noticed that until somebody else brought it up. But watch Paul Rudd, and you'll notice, dude, he has really short legs and like a long torso. It's bizarre, but still,
I
he's
haven't,
cool.
The
I've
other
never-
thing about women though is like I like women that are shorter than me. I don't know that.
Yeah,
Karen-
me
I
too.
didn't realize most of it was this specific in her female preferences.
I'm
there,
not-
there are very specific requirements.
I'm not
here.
that specific about dudes, but I think women are a little bit, a little bit more. Yeah,
not.
6 inches at least.
I'm not
They're a
that
little
specific.
bit more
I don't-
open.
I don't think that much about my preferences. My preferences for
Yeah,
dudes.
I think women are just a little bit more open
Well,
naturally to that.
And a little bit more picky.
Yeah, so
All right, are we? Oh wait, okay. You know what? I want to say another one. Maybe you guys agree with me, dude. Daniel Craig. Come on, Daniel Craig's sexy.
Nope.
No?
I wouldn't say
No,
he's
not the
classically good looking by any means, but he's just a fucking badass.
Would
dude.
he be a top or a bottom?
Top all the way? Maybe not though. Maybe
Yeah,
he's a
I know.
secret bottom.
Behind closed doors, who knows?
He might be a bottom.
He might be a bottom.
Could be. I could see that. Okay, we all go for break. Everybody.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I'm pretty solid.
All right.
I need to get another beer
Yeah,
anyways.
I'm not
35
a
minutes
I'm running
even.
dry.
We will be right back on the Status Bro Show.
Hey guys, this is Melissa. You're listening to the Status Bro Show. Grab a beer. We'll be right back after this.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Status Bro Show. We had a very productive break. Just before we
drank a
left,
lot.
we drank a lot. I took a piss.
I did too.
We well,
I did
that's
3.
great. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, just kind of hanging out here, we have
Great
Kyle
information.
Singletary from a couple of weeks ago. Kyle, if you want to say something, go ahead.
If you're interested.
What's up, Browners?
Talk
Hey!
louder. you
Broners.
fucking- No, I'm just kidding.
I like it, I think. I'm not sure.
It's a little too close to bronies.
I like Broners.
Hey,
it's
That
we're
was
not going
one
to
of
talk
my-
about bronies.
That was one of my concept
Fuck
titles
that
for the
shit.
show, by the way, is Broners.
Still too close to bronies.
Okay, so I wanted to talk
You
about
guys
shards,
hate
and
on
maybe
the
we'll get
Broners.
to shards.
I coined that word, sorry.
Shards?
No, Browners.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he did coin Brunner on accident. He meant to say bromer, and we were like, did he say broner? Like, did he just combine bro and boner? I think I like that. Kind of Corey's reaction.
I guess.
All right,
I think
but
I like it.
before we get into the shards, which was kind of something off the cuff that we came up with, we were talking about porno. And Corey, what was it? Do you want to? I mean, you had a good.
Melissa came up with this topic some point last week. She'd asked us before or at the end of last show to come up with our sex fantasies and our kink level.
Okay, so we're gonna do
So-
fantasies or kinky? Because I don't really have much to contribute to the fantasies thing.
I feel like we need to talk about both.
Okay, why don't we go into the kinkness?
It's like I think the question is, what is your level of kinky that is acceptable?
What
Okay.
qualifies
Is that
as
right?
kinky?
There's a couple differences here. Are you talking what kind of kinky porno you watch or what kind of shit will you do?
In the sack is what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
In the sack.
Melissa
Yeah.
proposed the question, so
Gotcha.
you should define the parameters here,
Like,
Melissa.
okay, how far kinky are you willing to go? Like, are you only okay with being tied down to the bed? Is that, like, it for you?
I'm not okay with that. I don't want to do that at all.
Why the fuck are you the host, Kevin?
I feel like I would be fine with that. My only parameter is don't stick anything up my ass.
See, and I feel like we almost covered the ass play. Kyle was here. Kyle had a finger in his butthole.
Yeah.
No, but what I mean is, have you ever been handcuffed to a bed?
No.
Are you willing to go for, ball gags and shit like that? I just want to know.
Man.
I'm willing to go there.
Ball
I will
gags?
try anything once except shoving something up my ass.
Okay, let's start as a jumping off point with current significant others. Zach, what's the kinkiest thing you've done with your present girlfriend that you can recall? Off
Has
the top of your
been
head?
done to me or done?
Either way.
Either.
Goes both ways.
Yeah, kink is
Just-
not a one-sided thing.
Just tied down and blindfolded. That's
You did
about-
do that?
Yeah.
You were tied down?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
And I've done the other way too, of course.
you were tied down and blindfolded, and then she got on top, that kind of a thing?
Yep.
And that was awesome?
It was pretty awesome.
Did you finish?
You didn't give her free
Yes.
reign.
Nice.
Did you give her free reign to do whatever she wanted?
Mostly, yeah.
She didn't like smack you in the face or anything?
Well, I think when Kevin and I and, possibly Melissa, maybe even Kyle, I don't know, might be in different boats here. Definitely Kevin and I, we've been in long relationships. So your significant other kind of knows what you like and don't like.
True.
So free reign is a loose term there. It's not like you're with a hooker. It's like, do whatever the fuck you want because it's a mixed bag. You don't know what the fuck you're going to get.
Like every
No,
now
it's a
and
good
then,
thing. I
maybe
feel
you're-
like I've almost been housebroken over the last.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not to piss Ashlyn off, but I mean, I am way more fucking kinky than she is. Like that's just for sure.
every
and I
now
feel
and
like
then,
I've lost
I feel
some
like
of
you
my
need to
kinkiness.
experiment a little.
Well, I haven't experimented in a long time.
What about when she drinks? Does she get a little more edgy?
Definitely,
Yeah.
way more.
Gotta get some booze in her.
Yeah, dude, that's the way it is with most chicks.
Yeah.
Even the kinkiest of chicks get more kinky when they're boozing. Zach, was your girlfriend drunk when you guys did that?
No.
Nice.
Sober kinky is fun.
I feel like Melissa's just dying to weigh in here because I
Yeah,
know
please.
she's done some kinky shit.
not been forthcoming enough, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
give
get-
us major kink here, and I'm not talking about the lesbian story because you
I'm
didn't give us
totally-
anything to go with on that. Give us something.
Like, I'm definitely into the choking thing.
Asphyxiation.
Choking.
Like-
Nice.
Ooh,
Like-
now we're getting somewhere.
Like,
Choking is
I-
kind of hardcore.
like I really the feeling of of a guy's hand on my throat is I remember when I was young, like 18, and I knew a girl who was into it, and I was like, I don't think I could ever do that, and I never even. And then it happened on accident one day, and I was like,
Some guy was trying to murder me, and we
That's
happen
like-
to be having sex.
That's like my girlfriend in anal is awesome.
Wow.
but it was just, and all of a sudden I'm like, shit, no, that feels good, and I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't
How did that
tried it-
accidentally come about? I never put my hands on my girlfriend's throat.
yeah, I
before.
know that's never accidentally happened.
Just all of a sudden,
No, it was.
God, this is
it
great.
was
You can
a
choke my
moment.
wiener as
Like,
much
we
as
were
you
in,
want, but
like mid movement somehow, like switching positions or whatever.
switching positions and he just clamps down.
that's
to
what
your
he grabbed
fucking
onto.
throat.
And he meant to. I think he meant to put his arm over my chest.
I choked some tits.
He meant to put his arm over my chest to help me because I think I was falling off the bed or some shit like that.
okay.
And his hand, and he was a
So
little.
your neck ended up on like the crook of his arm, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
Oh, I can see that.
and it was, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
So did you decide that happened and you decided to go with it?
Yeah.
And did
And-
you were you being like semi asphyxiated when you climaxed?
Yeah. It is an incredible feeling.
Cool.
I feel like that's something I have to ask permission. It's like, hey, can I choke you?
I mean, I have a safe word. I have a safe word. So I've established a safe word.
First of all, when you have to talk, Kyle, talking in the mic.
Okay.
Okay. It's very accessible.
If you're
when you have to talk into the mic, and you're like
don't
across
say,
the room.
don't
Okay.
say
If you're gonna
people's
contribute.
names.
Say it.
All right.
But I have done the slapping around and stuff like that, which is
Ooh.
not necessarily as much fun. I mean, unless you're, it's multiple things compounded, and it's not all the time.
But you've been slapped
Mm-hmm.
in the face?
Okay, wait. Are we talking? Because it's like just rough sex isn't like kinky. You got to get like choking and slapping, right?
Yeah, I mean,
You have to. Because I wouldn't say rough sex is kinky.
I mean,
That shit
I've
happens.
slapped an ass.
Well,
I've
yeah.
never slapped.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I've never slapped a
but that's-
face.
That's not.
I never had my face slapped.
I feel
Have
like
you?
since
Kyle, have you?
Absolutely.
I
That
feel like
doesn't
since I'm
surprise
not
me.
as experienced, I don't really know what I like, but I definitely know a couple of things that I don't like.
Okay. And?
One, don't put a damn thing in my fucking ass.
Well, yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
Exit
Two,
only.
if you're gonna be going downstairs on me, you don't need to pay that much attention to the balls.
Ooh,
You can-
see,
you
I'm gonna
can,
have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you
Gotta
there.
cup the balls.
Yeah, man.
You gotta cup the balls.
I love because I feel like balls are an area of sexuality. They're often neglected by females, and whenever they get attention, it's exciting.
For me,
So I'm
I'm
like,
fine
oh, I've
with
been missing
that.
out.
Pay attention to the shaft, the balls, or whatever.
What do you wait? How do you feel on this, Zach?
I agree with the balls. Initially, I was like, "Fuck that! It's not that important." But over time, I guess you start to like appreciate it more.
Okay, this is something I feel like I took for granted for a long time that I thought was like very common, but maybe it's not because a couple of my buddies said they haven't had it. Okay, say I'm assuming, I know I'm being gross. You've banged your girlfriend doggy style plenty of times.
Yeah.
Has she ever done the reach under where she grabs your schnutz while you're doing doggy style?
Saturday. Actually,
Oh,
surprised the
man.
shit out of me. That's why I was like, "Wow, it's ironic we're talking about."
It was
this.
great though, right?
It was, dude.
I think that's the greatest. Mostly, have you done it?
I try not to neglect them.
But have you ever been getting it from behind and decided to reach under and cup the balls?
Yeah.
God, Kyle, come on, that's great, right?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
That was an entirely new experience.
Maybe I just need to catch up. But
No, I'm telling you, I mean, I've been with plenty of dudes who did plenty of kinky shit.
You've been
And
with
when-
dudes?
Yeah, you have.
yeah.
First of all, that's going to be a great audio drop if anyone wants to save that for later. But no, thank you, Kyle. Get the fuck out of here. I've known dudes.
You've known dudes. Carnal knowledge.
Known dudes as friends who I'm not going to say names, but who said who've done plenty of kinky shit. And when I brought that up, we're like, I've never even had that. Like that never happened to me,
Dude.
I mean, most chicks I've been with, definitely in a substantially long relationship, that's happened at some point or another. Kyle?
Yeah.
Speak up.
Yes.
Nobody could fucking hear you last time.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I tried. That's one of those things I try not to neglect because, some guys are like, shit, that's never happened to me before. And then some guys are like, bitch, touch my balls. So.
I think on some level, though, that a chick's tits are similar. Because a girl's tits can be neglected during intercourse.
True story.
You know?
Yeah.
All you need to do, maybe a little smooching, a little licking,
Yeah.
you can, worlds can be done with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the girl, she could probably actually climax that way. If
No
you're-
shit.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I would believe
Be
that.
that
Me too.
Yeah, if
For
you're
some
not,
reason, the areola is a major
if you're
erogenous
not,
zone.
and if you're not paying attention, it can be disheartening. It really can be. It can turn the whole mood a little sour.
Same with the balls.
It's true.
Okay.
You would consider anal sex to be kinky, right?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, chalk that up.
I want to say that's one of my max kinky things that I was into for a while with
True.
my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even particularly into it. She was. What are the statistics on chicks that like anal, right? It's got to be like 1 in 100.
Probably, dude. It's got to be
It's probably
I'd
higher
say
than
like
that.
8 out of 100. It's a very small number.
It's a small margin we're talking
Yeah.
about. Kyle, you ever dated a girl that liked anal?
No.
All right.
Not liked.
Zach, you never tried the third input?
Me or her?
Have you done it with any girl?
Yes.
Okay.
I personally thought it was awesome.
Okay. Has your current girlfriend, have you ever done it with her?
Yeah.
Have you done it with any other chicks?
No.
Okay. See, I've never done anal with more than one girl. And Melissa, we know where you stand on this.
Yeah.
You're in the other 90 percentile or whatever.
Well, I know guys who are like, I think I neglected to mention. I think it slipped my mind when we talked about the episode with Kyle when we talked about salad tossing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I did actually have somebody try to do that to me.
A finger or a wiener?
No, like his face.
Salad tossing.
Oh!
Salad
face.
Oh,
On
okay.
the ass.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
ahead.
And you denied the favor?
Well, I was like, whoa, what the? You're a little low.
It might have been awesome.
Little
No, it
low or a
wasn't.
little high?
No?
I guess a little low. Depends on how
Depends
you're going
on-
at it.
Yeah, it depends
Right?
on
Yeah,
the
you
way
got
you're facing.
I mean, it's not something I would ever request, but if it started happening, I might be like, wait, maybe we should see how this plays out.
No, it was definitely not like that. It was definitely like, no. That's,
Fuck off.
Okay,
I
was
feel
it?
like if
was
I
it-
ever had a tongue approach my asshole, I'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on down there? Get back to my shaft."
But it might be cool.
Did he kind of ease into it? Was it like kind of like a finger first, and then like kind of move down,
Was there, like,
or
some
did he just like
lower
just went for
some
it?
Well,
flicking?
he was already in the other section of my lady
Right.
parts.
Your
And-
vagina.
And he just moved downward from there, and I was like,
He just-
whoa.
He just charged the field.
It could have been an accident. There's like a 1/4 of an inch gap between the vagina and the corn.
It could have been an accident. It's no accident, sir. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he was like,
I
I
guess so.
thought you might like that, and I was like, no. Let's
First of all,
just-
that guy's a badass, and
The
I
taint
applaud
is spacious
his
enough.
ambition.
Yeah.
But I don't know that's ever something I'm going to dive into.
Speaking of accident, that was a joke earlier. Let me clarify. I didn't accidentally have anal sex with my girlfriend. Nobody accidentally does
But
that.
you did actually have anal sex, and you thought it was cool.
I did.
All right, well,
You could probably accidentally pop it in there, and then if you decide to go on,
Dude, no dude.
No, there's no
accidentally
accidentally
slips his
popping
dick-
it in there, yeah.
You know exactly what you're going for.
you got to ease into something
even
like
in the
that.
dark.
Yeah.
See, the first time I ever did
Yeah.
anal with a chick, I was in the shower. And I feel like everything was already nice and slippery.
Nice.
And I was really hammered, and this may sound weird, but when I actually found out that it was actually in that territory, I was like, I can't even tell the difference.
Oh my god.
Kind of just feels
Please
like regular
tell
old
me you
banging.
didn't say that.
I might have.
You
I
asked.
kind of think I even
You
said
have no
like,
idea.
really? Like this is
Yeah, I
it?
stumbled around the shower like, whoa, what the fuck? All right.
Nice, nice. And I felt clean afterwards. All right, now that we got
All right.
distracted, Corey, what do you got?
Okay, sex fantasies.
Okay, I got nothing on
You
that.
you really have no fantasies that you'd like to try and explore at some point?
Not that I can recall.
No role playing or anything?
You know,
2 girls, 1 Kevin. I mean,
True, yeah. I would
There's
say
always
2
that,
chicks
right?
and 1
Yeah.
dude is something. Kyle has extensive experience in this area, by the way.
Yeah. I've had several threesomes.
One of them, a random Nar chick sat on his face.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Melissa?
I fall into Kyle's boat.
You had a threesome?
Wait.
Three
Two
of them.
chicks or two dudes?
2 chicks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
Kyle's gone both ways.
I've
just so you know.
had two girls, one Kyle twice, and then
That's an awesome term, isn't it?
It is a good term.
But yeah,
Wait, what?
But no-
Hold on a second. Melissa's telling about a lesbian experience? You didn't mention this?
Yeah, this is a different lesbian
What the
experience.
fuck?
Okay, this is a
It's a good
fantasy
thing
that
Kyle's here. Let's
Yeah.
throw it on. Yeah.
Thank
this
you,
is a
Kyle.
fantasy that you've completed.
Well, no, this was not a fantasy. This was one of those happens.
Well, I was talking about fantasy, but I want to hear this from
Yeah,
nonetheless.
yeah. I mean, we'll
But
come
this
back to
was-
fantasy. Let's.
This happened to be the guy at the Times fantasy, and
What a weird guy.
What a
yeah. Anyway, I hope he gets malaria and dies. But that's a different story.
Oh, is
Can you
this
get him
that
on the
guy?
show?
No, this is a different guy. But I really hope
This
he.
is not the one that you ran over with a car.
No.
You
Can we
know,
call
if
him right now? Okay.
I think if I had two chicks and me, I would be totally okay with getting malaria after that.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
He we ended up going. She was really uncomfortable with the whole idea in the first place too. 'Cause
Was she hot?
You guys would probably find her attractive.
Can we get her on the show?
Definitely like 34.
Sorry, I'm gonna quit saying that.
Definitely like 34 C's, tan, red hair.
Unless you said about the face too.
She did have an acne problem.
That's not bad.
But she did wear a lot of makeup too. She was really nice for the most part. But we ended up, I don't know how it came about, but we ended up buying matching plaid skirts and
Ooh.
white
that's hot.
shirts.
So the schoolgirl thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Instantly, the first thing that popped in my head is that Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time" thing. You know, where she's wearing like that.
Pigtails.
Pigtails.
fucking done
Ooh.
it.
I think so. Yeah.
Handlebars.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm half cocked.
Why the fuck did it take 8 shows for this to come up, Melissa? I mean, come on. You know the kind of guys you're dealing with here.
Yeah, that's kind of why I think it took 8 shows.
Okay, wait. I got a question. So in this circumstance, did the dude bang both of you?
That was
Wow.
a yes, if you weren't listening.
Again, I would be totally okay with getting malaria. It's like, I hope he gets malaria and dies. It's like, if that was me, I'd be totally okay with that.
God, that's nice. Okay, fantasies though. Corey, you got anything?
Fantasies, I'm not really sure about, but I definitely have a teacher and a TA this semester that I would love to gang up on.
Oh, the TA. I feel like in the university capacity, man. There's so many TAs I would have banged.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's so many TAs you never would bang.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there's definitely been like a lot of teachers and a lot of TAs in my career as a college student that I'd just be like, I will drop it in a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I will share my kinky fantasy with you guys, and that is
Please do.
that is stranger sex.
Well, you never
Stranger
did that?
Have you?
Yes, that's the
Like-
best.
Like some person
You were
Fucking
there.
random?
Yeah.
But I've never been in a situation where I've been able to experience that, and for some reason,
Like just bang someone that like you met one night and you find attractive. You don't even know
not
their
even
name.
that.
And you
I
fuck
don't
them?
even have to fucking know their name.
Wait, what about the
Okay,
guy?
wait.
What about the guy that you would run over? Isn't that kind of that sort of?
No,
Okay.
no, I would run that guy over with my car because the fucker tried to break my nose.
But did you know that guy?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
You're talking.
Okay, when you say stranger sex, it's just some dude you pick up in a bar, or do you want like some dude to break into your house some night and just fucking go for it?
I don't think
Either
that's what
one-
she meant.
either
well,
one of
that's-
them is fine.
Are you
the
fucking
second
serious?
one's more rapish than.
Not-
Way more
not
rapey.
necess-
Yeah.
not
I get a weird
necessarily.
rapey vibe from that.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're like holding a taser to my neck, I'm totally not okay with that. That's not.
Probably because you're knocked the fuck out.
But
But
like,
if someone
I don't,
breaks into your house and was like, "Hey, I want to make love to you," and be like, "Okay,"
You mean you would like to
If
do
I
this
was
at a
not- if I
fantasy
was
capacity,
not-
not like have that actually happen?
not like
Some guy
I
breaks
mean,
in your house, and I'm gonna want to fuck him.
Well, I mean, if he's not super skeezy, I might be.
How can you break into someone's house and not be super skeezy?
Fuck, I need to break into more houses.
I feel skeezy just talking about this.
Yeah.
No, it's like non-violent. Just if I wasn't in a relationship, kind of.
Well, look, I totally pick. As Zach would say, I'm definitely picking up what you're putting down on the stranger thing because that's
Certainly.
so exciting, dude. Especially when we've been in a relationship for a while. Any strange is like just sounds so great, you know. I mean, it's
And this has been probably for years now. This is like the top of my list.
you can't deny you wanted to. I mean, You meet dudes that you don't really know that well. That, I mean, you totally wanted to fuck anybody in a relationship. Same with dudes with chicks. Like, I mean, it happens all the time.
It definitely is like an awesome a thought in my mind. 'Cause I drink a fair amount. I black out quite a bit. It'd be awesome if I like came back to consciousness from a blackout and there was just some chick on top of me. I'd be like, "Who are you?"
See, I'd be
Whatever,
like, God damn
let's
it,
keep
why don't I
going."
remember this? This was probably great.
Probably. Kevin, you have any? I don't know, any stranger sex? You said
Other fantasies.
yeah.
I would say I've definitely had one night standees. But yeah, I would say my best stranger story, this guy was fucking there. We had like a house party at my house, and there was some chick over there who happened to be like semi-dating one of my other buddies or whatever, but he got super fucking shit-faced and acted like a complete dickwad. And I was in a relationship at the time, and like just no words were even said almost. Like we just started like going at it, and I banged this chick twice.
Did you know her name?
No, I do now. Not her last name.
Nice.
Yeah, this is one of those times, you know, where like you wake up and you're like, what the fuck did I do? Because I went totally sleeveless and did not pull out. And the next day I was just like,
seriously?
Oh my God, dude. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I was seriously, like, that was almost the most depressing time of my life because not only did I feel supremely guilty for cheating, which I've never done since because I was like, I learned my life lesson. Cheating sucks. Yeah. But I seriously was waiting for like 4 months, like, dude, what if I have an STD? What if I knocked up
Waiting
this
for
chick?
something to crop up.
Yeah.
Something to crop up.
And this is regular wear and tear for Kyle.
This is great fucking...
For me, it was strange territory.
There's this great fucking story on B I read recently on 4chan. It's just like that. It's this dude that same fucking thing. Like got shit-faced at a party, banged this chick, didn't pull out anything. And so they start texting, I guess, because they had exchanged numbers. And one night she like calls him up. She's like, "Hey, meet me at the lake or whatever." So he goes out to the lake, and she's like, "Hey, I'm pregnant." Ooh. And he's like, "Fuck." And she's like, "I don't even know what to do. I don't even know your last name. I don't even know I haven't even seen your Facebook profile. All I know is your first name and your phone number." He just kind of stands there for a second. He just fucking throws the phone in the lake and runs.
I was gonna say, I thought I heard this story before. It was from you.
It's fucking terrible.
Funny side note about that. I went in one day to buy Plan B pills because, you know, shit happens.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's fucking
And the
handy.
girl
I've
behind
been there
the
with
counter,
the chick
and the
buying
girl behind the counter
Brain
looks at me.
Beaster.
She goes, "We're actually having a sale. You can it's buy one get one half off."
You're having a sale?
Wait,
Who
price
has a
check
sale?
on Plan B?
Who has a sale for fucking Plan B?
I remember reading that.
It's the most fucking awesome CVS
No.
in the world.
It's like one of
Planned
those
Parenthood.
transactions you want to be over with super quick.
I remember reading
She's
that.
bringing
like
up deals. Like, do you have a coupon for this? Because we're offering a great special right now. You're like, dude, just
It was like a Men's Health or something. It was like get your girlfriend like a stack of Plan Bs for her birthday or something. And not like intentionally, but be like literally just have like because honestly, how cool would it be to have like 3 boxes somewhere? It's just like if you ever need
That
them,
shit's-
bam,
Just
on the
if
spot.
shit
That
happens.
shit's
for you, honey.
fucking
That'd be kinda
expensive.
nice.
Just a heads up, they're $50 a fucking piece.
Yeah, they're
Did not know that.
expensive.
Used to be 40. They went up. I wouldn't know that though.
Fucking economy, dude.
I've had to purchase
It's even
one or
expensive. It's
two of those
even
in my life.
expensive to have sex.
During like the 3-month period after I banged that chick, though, seriously, like I was so like fucking paranoid or whatever. I lost like 12 pounds during this time period, and like 3
Just
months
out of
later, I got a
stress?
message. I seriously, like, I was almost waiting for this. Like I'd convinced myself it was gonna happen because I'm like a paranoid guy, and I get a text that says, "Hey," and it's from a number I don't know, and I was like, "Fuck," and I was like, "Who is this?" And like she says this who she is, and she's like, "I'm just in town. I'm going to see what's going on." And I was like, "Oh my God, I almost shit my pants." And then I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And like I
Did
was a
you
little
feel
worried.
the
She's like,
need-
"What did you think I was going to say? I was pregnant?" I was like, "That's exactly what I thought you were going to say."
Okay, so she volunteered the information. It's like, I'm not pregnant.
Yes.
You don't have an STD. You're completely fine.
Correct.
That's a nice girl.
It was like that was a great gesture.
She's an
That's
Everybody-
a,
I was
that's
still
a fine.
paranoid though. Every time, like I would think I saw something with my cock. I'm like, "Wait,
That's
that
a
looks a
fine.
little
Has
red.
anybody ever- has
Something's
anybody
going
ever
on
had
here."
an
It
STD?
burned when I pissed this morning. No, not that I've ever known.
No.
Not in this group.
Kyle?
No.
Really?
Really? Wait,
There's such
Really?
skepticism when you say
can
no.
I guess what it was?
Go for it.
Something obviously curable. You wouldn't bring it up. Chlamydia. Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
And it was actually from a guy like that.
Really?
Because when that happens, you have to call like fucking everybody,
Right.
which I did.
Which I gotta say, that's very responsible, Melissa. Let's give her a little round of
Truly,
applause.
yeah.
And thank you for
I'll-
sharing.
I'll
I mean,
give you a-
seriously.
I'll give you a
Highly-
clap for that.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
continue.
give you a clap for
Fucking-
that.
Highly fucking embarrassing.
What kind of symptoms did you have?
None.
How'd you
That's-
find out? Did you go to the gyno or something?
Yeah, well, I had to go to renew my birth control,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, okay, well, we're
So
gonna.
you've got some business here.
Well, they automatically, when you do that, they automatically test you for the most common in your age group.
Right. That is my STD test. Is that Ashlyn goes?
Thank
and
you.
so
I
know
do that too. It's awesome.
I'm like, this is 4 years running. I gotta be clean.
Yeah,
Right? Something would have popped up by now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's the thing is like for and I guess this is for women who listen to our show. Women can be asymptomatic. You can never know until it completely destroys you from the inside out.
Is that the same with dudes?
No,
Not.
no. For men, it will suck. By the way,
So I guess for men it's like an outward thing, but with women it's like all internal.
So you never had like a burning urination or abnormal discharge or anything gross like you hear about with like gonorrhea or something? It was just
Nope.
like totally silent.
nope.
Just went to the doctor and they said you have this. We'll give you some antibiotics. And that
Yeah,
was it?
and then she's like, you need to call everybody you could have possibly transmitted to.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up finding out that I got it from the guy I was dating at the time.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is not good because it probably means that he was banging
The
somebody
guy
else.
that you were dating at the time, but how many other people did you have to call?
That's a good question. I think Corey's trying to subtly ask you how many dudes you've banged.
Probably 4 or 5 at that time.
Okay. Well, that's not
Jesus.
so bad.
That would suck. What if you? I don't know.
What if you get
And
that
that
call?
includes
No.
the chick from the fucking.
The
Three?
threesome chick.
Yeah.
It's funny actually. Three's Company
But
was
that's
one of my
the
things on my
problem.
list for this week,
But
and now
the
we already
problem is
we inadvertently
Those
marked it
people
off.
have to then call everybody else that they know.
Right.
And who are they? Who are they going to tell? What are they going to say? Oh yeah, no, I
So
might
it
have got it
turns
from
into
this
this
chick.
huge exponential
Man,
problem.
you know it would suck if you were like totally clean. You were, totally honest and faithful and shit. And Ashlyn, or goes to the gyno one day, and it's like, oh, you got chlamydia. She'd come back and be like, "What'd you do?" And
Yeah.
be like, I didn't do
It's like,
shit.
I know you
What'd
didn't
you
fucking get it
do?
from
Yeah.
me. Like I know I'm on the level.
What the fuck did you do? It'd be this big thing. That would
But yeah,
suck.
it's
Oh,
one
it
of
would be
those
horrible.
things that's
That would be
like-
the worst ever to not only be cheated on, but have got an SED. You'd be like,
From
oh,
it, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and it was from the same guy that you all apparently say cheated on me, but
Oh, right. We heard that story. Yeah,
Yeah.
That guy was fucking other chicks.
yeah, and so I mean, I guess shit happens.
Fuck the
It's one of
fucking
those.
fucker.
It's one of those easy cure things. So whatever, but still,
Yeah, no, that's best case scenario.
yeah, exactly. I am thankful. I thank my lucky stars that it wasn't something else, because she's like, oh yeah, we don't have to report that to the CDC, but if you had gonorrhea, we would.
You have to report that to the CDC.
Yeah.
That's
The-
intimidating.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, they actually report people to the Center for the Disease Control.
Yeah, I would think if
Yeah.
you had Ebola or
Shit.
something, maybe.
Some
But
motherfuckers show up at your house like with hazmat suits and shit.
You
like,
have gone a
hello
sip of
there.
herpes.
it's like an
We
ET.
need to
they're
report
carrying
you
her
to
out.
the
Yeah.
authorities.
Yeah, it was really like, and I don't think I actually talked to anybody about it for like 2 years. I just kept it I just internalized all of this anxiety.
Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, that's something I probably would have held, but now that
embarrassing.
it's all said and done, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was years ago. This was at least 2 years ago.
I mean, like, if you had said you had herpes or something, I would be floored. Because, well, that's funny,
Bet they
actually.
don't go away.
Sajak and I had this idea for a while that we thought was, like, genius back in the day when we were in high school, that, like, you make a dating site for people who have incurable STDs.
That is genius.
I mean, like, because if I have herpes, like, I could find somebody else who has
No,
herpes
that's
and then not feel
genuinely
guilty
a good
about
idea.
it.
Yeah.
That actually is fucking genius.
We call it, like, my STD space.
Yeah, or
something.
there's literally a section
Steed
for
book.
like, we both have AIDS. We
Yeah.
both want to get laid. Fuck
pause
it.
space.
Because, like, I mean, if you get diagnosed with AIDS, it's like, well, what? I could just never fuck for the rest of my life? But
Not
you could.
true.
Yeah.
Well, what would you call it?
pause space.
I said steed book, but that was just like...
Steed book?
Yeah, I'm like taking STD and turning it into a word,
Yeah.
combining it with book, like Facebook.
You know, you should call it My Spicy Treasures.
Not a bad idea.
I think that might already be trademarked.
Maybe, yeah.
Could be.
That damn Chinese restaurant.
Good food.
All right, well, I know you guys wanted to run a little bit long. We're at an hour 3 right now, but if you got something we want to touch on for 5 more minutes or so... Corey, do you have
For
anything?
5 more minutes, do we want to talk about the deep web?
Gee, I don't know, man. That creeps me out.
It is fucking creepy.
I don't know.
I don't even know what
I don't
you're
know what the
talking
deep
about.
web is.
Okay.
so-
The deep web is the internet beyond the internet. It is the internet that is not archived and searchable by search engines. It is the deep, dark corner of the internet.
Kyle, you ever heard of this?
Uh-uh.
It's like a subterranean. That's the way I put it in earlier. I know Zach was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? But it is. It's like an underground.
It's like the regular internet that you interact with on every day is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
The deep web is like that other 90% that is submerged below water. That is the fucking scariest, darkest place you could ever imagine.
Because the internet needed to be more bizarre and creepy,
Oh, yeah,
possibly, than it already is.
How do you get there?
Like SilkRoad.com?
I don't know.
Do you have to know the Matrix?
There's a Wikipedia page on it, but it doesn't tell you any way to get to it. It just gives you
it does not link to it.
gives you kind of a rundown.
But the other night,
a very
or
creepy rundown.
it was last night after I finished my paper for one of my classes that I decided I just want to search the web for a little bit, just to get into some weird stuff. I was on Reddit, so of course, like through Reddit is how I find the deep web.
I do love Reddit.
Dude, I love Reddit.
Everybody loves Reddit, right?
I love the Reddit. But there was a post about the deep web in which in all the comments someone links to I almost don't want to say it so that our viewers can go out.
You should
and,
you should definitely drop a link because I want to see that.
I think I
Okay.
don't. I think I'm better off being
I
ignorant.
wanna see
Ignorance
it.
is bliss.
Okay.
That shit.
I'm going to preface this by saying I'm going to give you the name of a link, but don't fucking go there.
No, I don't.
See, okay, I like to
hold
hear
on.
the
I
name,
don't
I'm
mean
not
it
gonna
on the
fucking do
air.
it.
I mean, like, if you don't want to drop it, tell me it later.
Drop
That's what I
Okay,
mean.
okay.
Yeah,
I will-
fuck that. Don't put that.
I'll
Or
on.
if
say
you
it
wanna
later.
Put it
Drop
on our
it.
Facebook.
Oh,
or,
fuck no. Fuck no. No.
Or
no.
tweet it, or email it out to whoever asked
I think you should
for
drop it on the air. I mean, it's up to people if they want to check it out.
Ah, Jesus. You can get so illegal so goddamn fast.
Seriously, dude, there's like contract killers and like snuff films and shit in this.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna say the link. I'll tell y'all once we're done.
All right.
But there was a link posted on on one of the comments under the Reddit thing that I went there and I got to the deep net.
Melissa could probably find a guy there to pay to break into her house and bang her.
But yeah, the deep net, you'll
Craigslist?
find all sorts of fucking dark shit. That's where you can find child pornography.
Yeah.
That's where you can find actual people that are like advertising drugs. You can find hitmen for hire. And the place that I actually ended up was like this storyboard where it's like where people have like posted fantasies of this like this homosexual like hierarchy of people.
Oh
They
yeah,
have
dude, this
fantasies.
was fucking interesting.
They have
It's funny
fantasies
we were
of
talking about
infecting with
Steve's, too.
people with STDs.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's like a merit badge, isn't it? Like among
There-
this really
there's a-
bizarre gay community, they
There's
have
a
like
small
every fucking
sect
STD.
of the homosexual community that feels like it is some sort of elitism to have like AIDS and all sorts of STDs. Like you're not a true homosexual if you don't have some like really fucked up STDs.
That's really interesting.
And it's like it's like
really
a point
weird,
of
right?
pride to go out and infect people.
I've been thinking about this all day. That's why I brought it
That
up
is
on
a
her.
fascinating subculture.
It's like I found my way to a page that has all these stories and it is sick as shit.
Wait, what's the
dude.
thing about the gay and the AIDS thing that's like it's
It's like you're not a true. It's like their mentality is that you are not a true gay man, like a really like merit badged up gay man if you don't have AIDS, if
And
you
this
don't have HIV.
This is the kind of stuff that like you would never find by like Google.
right.
Yeah, you cannot
Right. You gotta
search
have a
Google
link,
and
you
find
have
this
to-
shit.
yeah.
There's no
This is-
threads
this
on
is-
this on the regular.
This is deep web. Google will not link to this. There's like no links for you. Google, Yahoo, Bing. No, you have to know what you're looking for, or have someone that has posted some god awful link somewhere on like forums. Or
Yeah, you know
somewhere.
what? Take it back. Maybe I don't want to know.
I know, dude.
I wanted to know till you said child pornography, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to
I
know."
keep thinking of creepy movies like Hostel and 8mm and
with-
like all kinds of.
Within this section of comments on this Reddit posting, people said, "Do not click on a link to anything that has the letters CP."
Yeah.
Like if you see like somewhere on the deep web, if you see like a link, like a highlighted link that says like cheese pizza or something, stay the fuck away
Yeah.
because it's actually code for child pornography.
I believe it, dude.
I'm actually going to take that moment right now since we haven't brought it up all show to.
Scary as fuck.
If anybody knows about this or would like to talk about it, you can email us at thestatusbroshow@gmail.com or our Facebook or you guys.
As scary as it is, if you want to Twitter us as well, you can tweet us at Status Bro Show. Please don't tweet me anything about the deep web.
That reminds me, we didn't get to feedback this week, but we had an email from Dave, and I just want to say thanks, Dave, for listening, and we really appreciate your feedback as well as Tom.
Yeah,
Reeves.
Tom Reeves.
And I promise we'll get
he's
to
a
it next
very
week.
active fan. We follow you now.
Yes,
We love you.
yes. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dave.
And
you guys are awesome. We have some emails we didn't get to,
Anti-Prince,
but
too.
we're going to.
Oh yes, our friend Auntie Prince on Facebook.
Yep.
She is very supportive of the show. She's expressed that she might be willing to be a guest on here, but
We'd
she's
love to
scared of
have
what
you.
we're going to ask her.
Look,
Anti-Prince?
Anti-Prince. That's her name on Facebook.
Who's she an
No.
That's just a Facebook name.
you
She's
can
got a whole story behind
We
that.
may ask you all kinds of weird shit, but you can always not answer. I promise we will be gentle if that's your request.
Yeah.
We will totally give you shit for it, but
Oh well, absolutely. But thank you for
You
listening.
can use a surname.
And I promise everybody that we didn't get to in the feedback, we'll get you next week. We're
Yes.
at the end of our show now at an hour and 10 minutes. I am your host, Kevin Ebeling, along with Mr. Corey Benderson,
It's been fun.
Zach the Youngblood Lewis,
Yep. It's been awesome. Thanks, guys.
our producer, Melissa Goldberg.
I really hope I didn't overshare this time.
No, absolutely not. We appreciate everything you've shared. And Kyle Singletary, would you like to go ahead and throw a little something in at the end here?
Later, dudes.
All right, thank you for listening.
I'm
This
actually
is-
anxious to end this week because I got to pee so bad.
Corey has to piss. That's all we have for you this week on the Status Bro Show.